Now that we've completed all of the inspections, we're ready to review them and then request and negotiate any repairs with the seller. As we look at all the information gathered from the various professionals, it is really critical to put the repair items in order of importance to you. Some sellers have taken really good care of their homes and they have lots of great documentation about their maintenance, and then there are the other sellers. It is critical to keep in mind the age of the home, as many requirements or building codes that would be expected in a brand new home really might not even apply to an older home. Remember, we must provide our repair request by midnight of the day our inspection phase is over, at the very latest. I imagine that you, like our Advantage Real Estate Group team members, probably don't really want to wait until the very last minute. Once the repair request has been sent to the seller will probably need a day or two to respond. It's also important to know that the seller really has 5 choices. They can choose to not respond at all, fix everything, fix nothing, give $1 credit for you to get it fixed yourself, or negotiate some of the repair items. Because we rank the requested items in order of importance to you, it is easier to negotiate the bigger ticket items. Once the seller has responded, we have 3 choices. We can agree to move forward with the transaction based on their response, or we could agree to disagree with the seller's response and make a counterproposal to the response to our request for repairs, or we can cancel the transaction if we're unable to reach an agreement. By now, the appraisal should also be back from your lender. In today's market, the appraisal result can potentially be the most challenging. As we discussed in our initial consultation, using a local lender often gets us the best appraisal result. If for some reason the home does not appraise for the purchase price, we do have several choices. We can negotiate with the seller to reduce the purchase price to the appraised value. You can choose to bring in the difference between the appraised value and the purchase price before we close escrow. Or we can meet somewhere in the middle in a negotiation with the seller between the purchase price and the appraised value. Provided your appraisal contingency was not yet released, you can also cancel your purchase and receive a refund of your earnest money deposit if we're unable to reach an agreement. Speaking of contingencies, it's probably time to remove some of those. Make sure we speak about the next best steps with respect to your contingencies. And as always, ask any questions you have. We're here to help. Experience shows lots of people attempt to buy a home and never get this far along in the process. The Advantage Real Estate Group is expert in all 3 roles that we serve for you, as your consultant, as your negotiator, and as the manager of your transaction, ensuring the best possible outcome regardless of the challenges. We know it's important for you to make sure the people you care about get the same kind of highly professional and caring help. Please don't keep us a secret.